Do you have a bad back? Please don't let me hear you refer to your back as bad because it's not. Your back is injured perhaps, but it's not bad. It's actually doing the best it can in every moment to heal, but you're perhaps not feeding it quality stuff. Maybe the way you think is creating internal stress, which is creating cortisol, which is a bit like throwing acid on a fire. It may be the way you're moving is provoking your back every step that you take. And maybe you are flogging your back every time it starts to heal. You just push that bit too much or a lot, and it has no choice but to perpetually be in repair mode. So, can we please change the languaging? Because it speaks to this idea that a part of you is bad, and it's not. It's injured and it's trying to heal. And the energy shift in that is quite big. If you're new to this channel, my name's Marion. I'm a physio, psychedelic assisted therapist, fascial movement expert, neuro, sensory, postural neurologist. I've got quite a few labels. But really, I want you to understand that the way you think about your back matters. It really does. The language you use about your back matters. I would invite you to think about your back as a little 3-year-old that might be having a bit of a tantrum and needs you to be compassionate towards it, to show it some love, and to actually try and understand in every moment what it's trying to help you. It's always trying to guide you, and it needs you to listen. When it's really angry, it doesn't need you to push more. It actually needs you to be still and to listen. So many people blame their back. And I perhaps would blame, and this may sound harsh, I would blame the person in control of the back, particularly that person's thought processes, which trigger that person's emotional addictions. And that person has default ways of moving, which may no longer be the way their back wants them to move. This relationship shouldn't be about internal self judgment. It should be about understanding, getting to know the signals, and actually being grateful for the signals. Because if I'm your back and I'm sitting inside of you, and I want you to know what movements aren't good for you, what postures aren't great for you after how long, or even what thoughts aren't serving you. I'm going to try and let you know that by my pain signal. And I actually can't knock on your brain and say, stop, I don't like it. Please don't do that, or please do that movement differently. Or I've had enough of sitting like this, I'd like to move now. Or I don't like those foods. Or I really don't like it when you get stressed about your finances. Or I really don't like this argument with your partner. Or I really don't like being in the work environment. I feel so much pressure when you're there. Your back hasn't got language as such. So it communicates with you through sensation. And every sensation that you become conscious or aware of coming from your back is simply an invitation. It's like your back saying, I've had enough now. Can you please move? Or, geez, when you bend that way, I really don't like it. Can we find another way to bend? Or, geez, 20 minutes of walking feels good, but now I've got to 20, I'm getting fatigued. Now's when I need you to stop. That is what our backs are trying to talk and communicate. They're not bad. What's bad is you not listening. And I get passionate about that because I think if we can reframe this relationship we have with our backs, it changes everything. It's a game changer. When you no longer perceive a part of you as wrong or broken, it's actually perfectly in tune with where it's at. and its mechanism of communication is just something you've lost sight of, and perhaps no one ever taught you and you don't understand. So naturally, you just ignore or numb or push through. And usually, a back doesn't need any of those things. It needs a little bit of slowing down. It needs you to go inward and listen. And it needs you to be mindful with how you move, to be communicating with your back and trying new ways to sit, to walk, to bend, and asking your back, how does this feel? Is this any better? Do you like it this way? That's when you start to make real progress with your back. Hope that helps. And yeah, perhaps we could change the languaging from I have a bad back to I have a back that is currently injured, but it's really giving me many signals, and I'm going to work with it to get it to where my back and I both want to end up. That's a long way. I'm sure you'll come up with a better way of doing it, but hopefully the point's landed, and let me know what you think.